Welcome back. It is Friday. Thank you, Richard, for opening up the platform so that we can come together in honor of spirit and the community. It's always an honor and a privilege to be able to hold space for each and every one of you. Like, tell me, guys, it is the super full moon vibes. Let's feel into that, right? Like, oh my gosh, we just had the harvest moon, all about transformation and change. And now we have this new super full moon, new beginnings. Like, come on, baby girl, baby boys, let's jump into that, right? Like, let's flow, let's glow. That's what I say. Let's see who's in the house, Richard. Who is here? I know in backstage, my girl, Karen Pery. I know Richard always says, Deb, you got a lot of girls. I'm so fortunate to know a lot of girls, a lot of people here that I love to hold space in honor of spirit. We can't help it. That's just how we roll. I love it. I love it. Each and every one of you, you're gonna be in for a special treat. I have a surprise at the end, so don't go anywhere. I am so grateful to have Karen Pery, who is an author, an evidential medium, animal communicator, life coach. Today is going to be a day in honor of spirit where we're just going to flow where we need to go. So, Richard, who's here? Like, who's in the house? Can we give some shout outs? All right. Hello, Serendipity. I hope I'm saying it right. Serendipity 589. Shannon Retain the house. My angel girl, Karen's best friend. I love when girls be supporting girls. Hey, Kaza in the house. That's my girl. Scotland. I love it. I love it. I love it. Shelly. Hello, Shelly. I love the baby. Such a beautiful picture. Hey, Limo de Pimo. Hello, my Lizzie. Lots of love to you, girl. Rebecca, thank you for being here, Rebecca. So much love to you. I love this, Richard. I love how everyone just shows up. Shawana, thank you, girl, for being here. Thank you. It's an honor. Gabby, my Gabby girl from Texas is here in the house. This is what it is. It's sweater, weather, and a little hot coffee that's taking me to remind me to stay grounded. Isn't this super cute? I love it. Kirsty King, girl, what's up? I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Christine Davis, y'all, don't forget to share. Did I say I have a special treat for you? Don't forget to share. Lillian from West Virginia. That's what's up. Bring my girl in so she can get some shout outs, Richard. It is our girl, Jennifer Rose. Hey, Debbie, Karen, and Richard. Lots of love to the queen. Queen, let's go, girl. Come on in. And welcome, Karen Pery on SPTV. I'm so grateful to have you here, girl. Like, yes.
I am so excited, Debbie. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to share.
Yeah. Do you see who's on camera here? Can you see who's here watching you? Can you see the names?
I see them. I see everything.
Awesome. You want to give a shout out to your girl? Give a little shout out to Miss Jennifer Rose.
The best ever. Thank you for being here.
I know. We love Jennifer. She is our queen mama, that's for sure. Let's give some shout outs, Richard. Let's pass it along. Can you see? You want to give some shout outs, Karen? I'm going to pass the mic to you as you give a little hello.
Hey, Carrie Ann, and I see those beautiful kitties in your profile. So awesome. I know that you love animals already, and you're bringing the animal love with us. So awesome. Hello, Joanne. And you say hello to Richard.
Sir Richard. Joanne I love me some Joanne. Hey, Tammy, beautiful. Happy Friday, Debbie and Richard. Thank you, Tammy, for always showing up. My Joseph. Lots of amor to you, my friend. I love Joseph. He is my circle partner. Like me, him, Kaza, like we be going into holding space, doing our thing. I love him. Charlene, thank you so much for being here. Go ahead, Miss Karen. We'll pass the mic back to you. Go ahead.
Tina Mills, hello. Glad you're here. It's going to be a great day.
Tina. So, Karen, what would you like the world to know about you? What would you like the world to know about you, girl?
What would I like the world to know? So it's so exciting to see all these awesome faces coming in. So my name's Karen, and I have been working with Debbie and Jennifer Rose. Started out training as a medium after a significant moment back early in the pandemic when I had a moment when it's my husband's birthday, and I realized that I was channeling his dad and had a message to come through. And then spent a couple months trying not to be a medium, really trying hard not to be a medium. And then I was working with my clients. I think Debbie shared that I've also been a coach. And I'd be sitting with a client, and all of a sudden I get, a sense of like, what would your grandmother say about this? Do you have an uncle? Because I'm getting this sense, and even as I'm saying that now, I get the chills. So it's spirit's flowing. And then I had that one last call with one other medium, like hoping that someone would say, "Oh no, you don't have to do this." And I had it written in my journal. And my dad passed when I was very young, and I just wanted to hear from my dad. And the medium wasn't having the best reading with me. Everyone has off days. And he said, "Well, but I have your dad here, and he's here to validate your psychic gifts." And I was like, "Well, okay." Right. So he gave me some recommendations on how to start training, and he recommended Jennifer. And I signed up for a class with Shannon, and Shannon and I joined Jennifer. And it was just like that moment. I didn't know the animals were part of my special gift until I started working with Jennifer. And I'd been communicating with animals. I just didn't know it was animal communication, like that was a thing. And then working with Jennifer, she just had that hit, and she said, see if you find any animals, see if you've got it. Maybe there's, someone here for us. And then I connected, and Jennifer, I was talking about, but I got Jennifer's dog, Jack. Like he's little, he's got the red collar. And that just became, as I went on training, I continued to find this deep connection with animals. And so anytime I'd be doing a reading, animals would show up. And then I said, I'm always going to be open for spirit. Spirit's going to communicate however spirit's going to communicate. And I do have a very, very special place with animals and people. And I love doing it. And I think, Debbie, I know the world should know. I have a horse ranch, and we do rescue, rehab, rehoming, and training. But I also do work with horses and people. So in that coaching, the horses are helping facilitate learning, and they're intuitive beings just like we are, and they're always there to share some insight that helps someone maybe see themselves differently.
Right. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I love that you were guided to a teacher that was able to hold space to help you unfold that. I just had a glimpse or a little piece of that with you, and it's been an honor just to watch you flourish and to do you and hold space for spirit. You really do anchor that light and love in such a beautiful way. I know that you're an author as well. Would you like to share a little bit about the book that you wrote?
Oh, sure. Well, the book is called, it's a very long title, There's Gotta Be a Better Way, An Overachiever's Guide to Discovering Joy. And it's really a book about how I learned to trust my intuition. And I think it's told through stories over almost 20 years of my life, just these moments of knowing. And I think for a lot of people when they're starting out on a journey, the intuitive is other people, empathic is other people. And then we start to acknowledge, oh, well, how did I know that thing that I knew? Well, right. I knew it because it's from me, or it's from spirit. It's a part of me. And so this book tells my stories from relationships to motherhood to starting to learn to surf in my 40s to Mandy, I love it. My dream garden range for love horses, come out to California. To starting working with horses. It was this moment of making connections. And I think that's so much of what intuition does. That's what spirit does for us, is helps us to make connections. So that's what my book's about. It's just a lot of short essays covering from the range of dating to grief. So, the whole life experience in one.
Right. Well, it's an honor to have you here. Lots of amazing support, and people are just like, horses are amazing. They help heal so many human problems. I used to volunteer for the local riding for the disabled. Awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's, I mean, it is life-changing. It really is. And when you see how healing is facilitated through horses, who are just such generous and gentle beings, it's just such an honor to be able to work with them. And I help them too. That's, I think, where I've started to shift my work, is to be a relationship coach between horses and their people, to be able to say, hey, what's going on? Because I can hear them in a different way. And I want to be able to help people connect more, help people pay attention to what they're hearing and learning.
Right. And then they
Love
say
this.
to you, go ahead.
I just love seeing all these animal lovers, all these animal pictures in people's profiles. Rebecca, animals are my life, very special. Tammy, love horses. Oh, love horses.
Right. I
Horses
love
the
that.
best.
When you got that message from that gentleman saying your dad has a message, how did you embrace that? Like, how did you finally accept that you're intuitive?
It's one of those, I think any of these things are building moments. And so I had started connecting with my dad a few years earlier, probably 3 years earlier. And I mean, he's been gone most of my life. He died when I was 4. And so I really didn't know. Like, I wouldn't have thought, I wasn't even a skeptic. I was a complete non-believer. Like, I was like, you're here, you're done, you're dead, you're gone. Like, that's all I thought. And then these things started happening that couldn't be explained any other way. And I was having kind of a rough moment, and I was feeling very alone. And the coach I was working with said, well, if you had someone with you, who would you want to be with you? And all of a sudden it was like I could feel my dad's embrace. Never felt that before. And I have this picture that I love that I don't know if it shows up very well.
Yeah,
this picture with me and my daddy. And it's like, I felt his embrace. And all of a sudden I was connecting in with my ancestors, and the sense of it, if I had an intention, if I had needed help, that I could ask. And so that's when that relationship restarted with my daddy, because I knew I could ask. I knew he would always be there with me. And my dad is my dad leaves coins for me. My dad leaves coins for me all the time. And I always used to just keep them. And then I had a reading with someone, and they're like, oh yeah, your dad's leaving coins for you. I was like, I knew it. I knew he was leaving coins. So my dad, I mean, I really started leaning into just trusting my dad and trusting that he would be there with me and for me. And he continues to be. And it's a strange thing to say, but I feel like I have a really good relationship with my dad. In spirit, I have for a long time. And I think that that's something that, for anyone who didn't believe, and I know here on this show, people are here because they want to connect and they already know, but I didn't know. I didn't know that there was so much love that there was there for me. And I didn't know that love went beyond, the lifetime that we knew.
Right. Thank you, Karen, for sharing the insight and the beauty of your personal relationship. I too was having that discussion last night with, my mother had dementia. And so I went through a stage of not being able to express or to have the conversations in the living. And here, as she's passed, the relationship I have with her is just so heartfelt. I could feel into that love, that energy and that support. And for me, it just gives me that comfort of, this is what I needed. Like, thank you, Mom, for being here. So I could feel that you have that too with your dad. So I feel you, my girl. I feel you here. And I thank you for just opening up that sacred space in that way for us today.
Thank you, Debbie. I was just remembering your mom came to me in a dream last night. Oh, so I know she's here. We've done readings together too. So I know when your mom comes through, and your mom came through in my dream last night. So she must have known what we were cooking up for today. Serendipity, you know it too. Grandparents keep giving you songs. Like, you have those moments, you're like, it couldn't be any other way than what just happened.
Right. And, dreams, how they come through our dreams and the presence and, that close blend and just feeling into the essence. It's really a beautiful unfoldment when we really believe and feel into it and say, yes, I love this. And then you had a reading to validate it. And you're like, I knew it. Like, oh man, this is awesome. So let's go. Let's do this. Hey, Annie, thank you for being here. I want to say that's Erica Neva. Hello, Miss Erica Neva. You're looking fly, girl. Thank you for being here. I love it. I love it. Let's get some hellos. Hello, Steve. I thought I saw my friend Jordan Richards up in here in the house giving a shout out. Jordan will be my guest next week as we honor spirit. So Jordan, thank you for being here. Mandy, I saw Mandy in here as well earlier. Mandy and Jordan both run amazing circles, always hooking it up. Steve's always doing his thing for spirit. So as you said, Karen, you are in a household filled with believers. Hey, Jordan. I'm taking Jordan's tarot class this Sunday. May my mind be calm and open to receive the learnings. I could never get tarot. God, you can forgive me. I've taken numerology. You know, they say it's very similar. And after a while, I'm just like, come on, spirit, just tell me what to say. So I gotta learn. Hello, girl. It's like when I first learned the crystal ball, Debbie, what do you see? I see nothing. You have to work at it and learn. You know, you can't help it. I think it's the caffeine, Richard. We're starting great this Friday. Woo! Helen, thank you. Oh, here's another beautiful soul. If you don't follow Patrick, Karen, you want to follow Patrick. Amazing chance healer, great circle. Him, Kamir, I hope I'm saying that right. And I hope I'm saying this right. Please forgive me, but he has an amazing circle. I know there's Chris. I know there's Stacy, Jenny. Oh my gosh. Shout out to the circle there, y'all. You can tell I'm flowing with the community all the time. Natalie, girl, thank you so much for being here. It's an honor to have you here. Oh, look at the doggies. Oh, it's a Nick Brown. Hey, hey, hey. Nick Brown runs a show every Monday. He does the talk show with Linda Marie. I caught your Monday show at the end and I saw the astrology and I was like, oh yeah, I was rocking with that. I was like flowing. I'm like, let me step into these new beginnings, y'all. That's what's up. Thank you, Nick, for always holding space in honor of spirit. Thank you. So we got a lot of cool people in the house. I'm loving this. Karen, you ready to open up for some reads, girl?
I am absolutely ready, Debbie.
Okay, let's go, y'all. Let's go. Bless you, Patrick, for always holding space in honor of spirit. So much love to you, my friend. Loving the energy and the vibes tonight. Millie B, you're looking fly, girl. You're looking good. Mavis McDonald, I like this lady. She like. Oh, Mavis girl, I gotta send a cheers to you. Jennifer, thank you so much for sharing the live. I see you, girl, doing your thing. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you all who have shared. Share, share, share. Hey, yeah, I love a reading, Pam. Girl, you're looking good too. Look at all those beautiful curls and that beautiful smile. Okay, girl, let you flow, Karen, and I will follow your lead. Oh, wait. Let me stop you 1 second. Lisa Flynn is also here. Follow Lisa. Amazing circle. Check out all her doggies. Feel into all that energy she got there. Go ahead.
I love it. I love seeing all these profile pictures with the animals. It's just like, of course they're there. My current profile picture on Facebook. Oh, go ahead. Oh, sure. Okay, so here's how I'm going to work. So because we've got a big group here, I'm going to just be feeling into spirit, see what animals start to come through. I will either be picking a person or picking an animal. Not sure how it's going to go. It'll probably be mostly animals because that's what I'm here for today. Sometimes it's a person who just has to get through with a message for today. So I'm getting a lot of animals already, and I'm hearing a lot of cats in the background. So just pay attention if you've got a cat, and I'm going to describe just what I know about this cat and what this cat is telling me, and just let me know if this is your cat, and we'll go from there. How's that sound, Debbie?
Sounds awesome. And I'll watch your back. Richard watches your back. So Richard will bring in the comments forward so we can see who can receive it. So you all tap, 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 share, share, share. And don't forget to claim your baby fur babies. Oh, you missing her fur babies. Right when I said that. Cindy, your beautiful eyes, girl. You're rocking it. Go ahead, Miss Karen, and I'll follow your lead.
Okay, so I've got so I'm here. I've got a lot of cats starting out, and normally I get dogs to start, but I've got cats, and I'm seeing right away a calico cat, and so I'm seeing a lot of white on the face. It's reminding me of a cat I had when I was young. It had white socks on all 4 feet. So, and I get chills when I say that, so that tells me I'm getting something right. So calico cat with white feet. Let me see if I can find a little bit more about its personality. This feels like it was a very, it would have been an indoor cat, would have been, because I see a collar, I see a bell on the collar, just a little one. And the cat seems a little bit irritated about the bell. So it sounds like it was something that its person needed to know the bell was there. but the cat maybe found it a little bit irritating, as cats sometimes do, but understood.
Right.
It does feel like it's a male cat.
Mhm.
And just so you know, sometimes I do get, it's very difficult for me to tell the difference with animals between if they're present or past. So
Right.
sometimes an animal in the present may be coming through. Very typically, it's going to be in the past. It's a lot harder for me to know that in between space.
Right.
Sometimes lost pets, not my favorite place to sit with them, because I feel them in spirit. So
Right.
always hard to know. So okay, again, male calico cat with a collar, with a bell. It does feel like he's a friend who's passed. He feels very connected with a woman, and it feels like he was just a constant companion.
Right.
Does anyone? So
Can we go back to Tammy and see if Tammy understood any of this? Because I did see Tammy, and that kind of caught my attention, Richard, and see where her thoughts are with this. I did see, as you were speaking, Karen, that there was like literally a key or like a leash holder or some things on the wall where they actually kept the belongings of this cat. I literally see the couch literally right in front of the living room. So there was like a huge window with some sheer kind of like drapes, and I could feel like this cat would have maybe scratched at some point on that corner of the couch. I feel like the couch had like a beige and left its little mark on the side of the couch. I do see like black and little specks of black on the couch itself. So I know that this is an area of the couch. Like it has these little lines and things like this. Tammy, my love, I was drawn to you, and I'm not sure if you could understand this, but this would be really cool and we're opening it up more so that people can see this. My daughter's cat, Kaza, understands this too. So I want you also to zone in and see what feels right for you as we get the validations of the yeses and the nos for this, okay? I know that there's steps going up into this house as I'm filling into this. So I know the door opens, and I also know there's steps that are going up. So this has to have a house that's going up, because I feel like the cat literally would scratch its body. It's making me feel like I'm scratching my body all the way up on the wall. It almost has the texture. So there's like that popcorn filling on the wall is the sense I get. So the cat is just kind of like, like hooking it up there. And so I can't help it. I'm going to be talking into some kitty cat language, y'all. You have no idea what Richard's doing. He's laughing at that. I got so, but I know that this stepway has a block in the corner. So this is very specific. It's a pillar. And so the pillar is right before you step in. There's a tile on the floor, and then there's this pillar in the corner, and it's going up. So I know that these stairways are very significant, and I hope I made you smile, y'all, because kitty cats do that. The animals bring in that vibration of that love. So I hope you're feeling into it, y'all. And I got the purr to go with it today. So watch out, y'all. Oh my gosh. Bailey's was the fierce one in the two. Richard, can anybody take this? What you got there, Richard? Okay, let's go with Kaza. Kaza, could you understand the stairs? Can you understand the sheer, the curtains, the couch in the front? Could you understand that? Because I felt that was significant as well. What about you, Karen? What else are you getting, friend?
Well, I'm also getting bricks. Like that when you're describing the stairs, I'm seeing brick. It's interesting because I just see the cat against the brick. But it does feel like the cat was mostly an inside cat. But if it went out, it was very delicate about going outside. If that would make sense.
Right. I feel because of the rain, I feel the weather, didn't like the weather. So I feel like really the kitty cat was a scaredy cat. So I feel like the rain was kind of like, ooh, so I was a timid cat is the feeling. Yes, the stairs were in the front of the door. Ooh, Kaza, we got Kaza in the house. So maybe continue to work with you, Miss Kaza. Go ahead, Karen, girl.
Yeah, Kaza. Okay, that's not inside. That's how they lost her. All right. So, and this feels like this cat's been gone for quite a while. Is that, would you understand that?
And just keep going, babe, because it takes a second for the comments to come out.
So there's a lag. So it feels like the cat's been gone for a bit. It feels like there's like a hole that's been left in her heart. That this cat was very, very special. They were very bonded. When I come back to that. Brick house. Okay. So I just get the sense that the cat knows how much it was missed. And it does feel like, unfortunately, that's the end of the journey isn't always the way we expect it to be. And the cat who's showing me, I'm getting chills as I'm saying this, didn't suffer, wasn't in pain. But yeah, it's so hard when you don't know what happened to her. Because you get something you love so much, such a huge part of your heart. And the cat knows that it was missed. You said Bailey. I'm carrying that again. If there's anything else, I think there's a message here too. And the cat's just sending so much love. And it feels like the cat also knew that the cat was looked for quite some time. I'm seeing posters up and pictures of the face. So it knew that, but I believe it was already gone at that point. Because if she could have come home, she would have. But she was gone by then. But again, she said just didn't suffer. It was her time, she says. And she knows that her heart, that there's still that place in her heart for her. Yeah. I keep getting that, like the big heart keeps coming back for her. And I get big chills with that. So much love. I don't know if she's got another, if she's had another cat or wanted to bring in another cat, but this one's telling me it's okay to bring in another one. And that there's so much love and joy that they bring into a family, into a household, just with their very being, that this one just wants that for her again and again. Right. Just if she's a rescuer or, and as I say that big chill, it's just like, again, like keep rescuing, like keep giving your heart, because the animals, they so appreciate being loved and seen and held and being a part of the life. So I'm going to leave you with that. And 2 cats. Jack was the other one. Yeah.
I could definitely feel into that. I mean, this cat loved her daughter. Like I can see her daughter in this big old t-shirt, and the daughter has her little beauty, like where she gets dressed, and she must sing or like to her comb, because I feel like she would sing to this cat, because I literally have my brush in my hand and I'm like going down and I'm singing to my cat, like love, 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 love you. It's like this cat just feels this love between this daughter, her daughter, and the kitty cat. Like I can't help it. It's a day of love and spirit animals. I'm seeing you and I'm feeling good. Like, I don't know what's up. Your animals are just bringing the love. Yes, but I felt, Kaza, that you actually wanted to buy her another cat, so that because of the disappointment. So I know this. I know that, your daughter gets up and she's like, Mom, I don't really want another cat. I don't know if I can go through this. So your daughter's also super sensitive. She feels into everything. I don't know if she has a goldfish, but I definitely saw a goldfish and her feeding the fish. So I feel like that's also soothing her, that water, that energy just coming in and helping her have comfort. I feel like her bed was like a day bed, and there's like these pink flowers and these like white comforter, and the cat just goes in there, and they just had this spot where she would read and she would sit right next to her. So I know that the comfort is still there. I know that the love is there. And so she's just bringing upliftment. Sorry that the reason stepping forward I'm hearing is because there's apology of not being able to say goodbye, the wondering if I'm okay. We just have to say, as she said, there was no pain, no discomfort. That was one of her questions she asked. I feel just nothing but love. No goldfish, Debster. Get her a fish. Get her a fish, because I saw a fish. I'm going to leave you the goldfish in the water, because that's what I saw. Unless I'm moving on to someone that has a goldfish in spirit, because I'm moving on. I can't believe I'm reading the goldfish, y'all. So,
oh my gosh. Who doesn't have a goldfish in spirit? Everyone has a goldfish in spirit.
I know. I saw a goldfish. So I'm gonna hold the goldfish for the next reader, Kaza, and see how she feels. The cat always hid under her blanket on the bed. But I also feel she loved her shoes. Like, I feel like, I have my furry slippers. I feel like your daughter has some furry slippers that she also loved. I feel like it's the bed, actually, her little bed. It was very furry, very comfortable. So she makes me feel that I had the goldfish at the fair. Ha ha ha. Oh my gosh, Kaza. But I feel that she loved her bed. I feel like she loved that comfort. And I feel like if I go to her home, I'm seeing either a plant on the wall, and I feel like she must have had a little play area, because I'm seeing the little stands. I don't know what they call them, Karen, but it was like those cat playgrounds or whatever they have those.
Oh yeah.
I'm allergic to cats, so I don't know the things there. So, but I know it's what they climb on and stuff. So please know, Cat is sending lots of love. please tell her to let that go. And girl, my love to you with your goldfish, because the goldfish did come in and I felt the water. It was so soothing and just feeding it and loving it. And I just feel like, okay, so now I'm going to channel into you and your goldfish for a second here, because I feel like one was a little chunkier and it was like, oh, you're eating too much, and I'm feeding it and it's like, oh, come on, buddy, keep going, keep eating. And it's like the other one's just, having its moment, and it's like you're watching it. And I'm so sorry, friend, that you were left with that love. You left that goldfish with love. Like, come on, baby, you got this. You were support to keep them swimming, to keep them going. There's so much love there for you. So my love to you from Spirit World, Animal Kingdom, Spirit everywhere. Love you, girl. Sending you hearts. Great job, Karen,
Thanks,
for opening
Tasha.
that up.
So, and as I was sitting there, as you were talking about the fish, which I was only seeing was a very oddly social fish, I'm getting somebody's horse, and I did see a couple of horse loves in the chat, and they're seeing it's a very big brown horse. And when I see brown, as people with horses know, brown could be a lot of different things in a horse, but I do see like a chocolatey brown horse that feels like he would be just kind of over your shoulder. And he's got a very big face. Sorry, a lot of horses have big faces, but like he doesn't have a delicate face. He's got a very like a thick nose, and he feels pretty tall, like a pretty big and tall horse. Oh, this might be one of mine. Like, oh, I think this might be one of mine, but in case it's not, I do have one. Brown horse, ex-race horse. Okay, Stace. So let me see if I can get this. So tell you more about this horse. So he feels really, really connected, like he would have been a best friend. And wait, 32 hands. No, that can't be.
I hear the name Rebecca. Did Rebecca have a horse? Is there Rebecca in here? I hear the name Rebecca, and I could fill into that horse that you're filling, because you were saying that it felt like yours. So I wanted to help you and look into this and see. So I heard the name Rebecca, if this helps. Richard, is there a Rebecca listening that has a horse in spirit? Okay. So keep listening, y'all. Keep listening.
Okay. So I'm going to just talk a little bit more about this guy that I have. And I'm just seeing from the comments, Stacey said like a big, thick nose, like a very, he's a thick one. He's not a refined guy. And he feels like he would have loved like really tall grass wherever he was. But also it feels like he had in and out. So because I'm connecting both with a stall and a pasture, I'm seeing just a lot of green grass around him. And he's telling me like had to have a lot of grass because okay, so you've got another one.
I saw the white in the face as well. Did you see the white in the face for you?
I'm not seeing the white yet, but but not to say there won't be more than one horse here. But I do want to keep going with this one. Okay, so Space says both in and out between stable and pasture. And so this guy, he feels like he had a job to do. He feels like he lived a very long life. It feels like he had a job to do, like he was maybe a hunter jumper or did something where he had like an activity that he was constantly training for. But he also shows me that he had a retirement phase. And I get chills with that. That he worked. It feels like he had ribbons with him. That there would have been like a wall with a lot of ribbons on it. And whoa, okay, a lot. So he's feeling very proud about that. Like he was very accomplished, and he loved doing a good job with his person. Right. I just want to make sure the comments catch up. But I do see this, like it feels very, very proud of what he was able to accomplish and the partnership. Like he keeps focusing back on the partnership of the person and the horse. Okay. So let me come back to that. So he's proud. He's big. Feels like the long life.
Yeah.
barrel racing. Okay, we're getting a lot of them now.
Well, Steve said it was a barrel racing. I felt like this horse was in the racing. It was actually in the track. So I know that this horse was very proud with all those awards because I was competing or in the race. So for Steve to say that that's what I was feeling into the horse, how about you? Because I could also be reading a different horse than you are.
Yeah, well, I think proud horse. I'm guessing we got a couple of them here, and we love our horses because they have such big hearts. And honestly, it's one of my favorite things about being around a lot of horses. Is their heartbeats are just so strong, and it's so resonant for all of us. So even if I'm not speaking to a specific one horse yet or all of them, I just know that when we're feeling horses, they feel us, and there's that huge connection with them. I want to just focus on this one. I do think there's more. Okay, sounds like his personality. Okay.
You have 3 people. You have Laura, Steve, and Stace who could understand this. So where do you feel guided to go to?
So we've got Laura, Stace, and Steve. Did you say?
Oh, and Stace said compete and then retired. So Stace understands the retiring and competing. So that
and Laura also said soul horse 29 years. I do feel like I might be more connected with Laura here.
Okay, can we go back to Laura? Richard, please. Thank you, Laura.
Turned into a hunter.
Oh, my soul animal. Oh, God bless you.
Remind me of the name because I saw a name. I thought it was Ollie or Allie or something.
Allie. Allie. A-L-Y. You were right.
And it was interesting because the horse that came in that I was feeling is my husband's horse, who also had an A name. So I just got that sense of like that big A horse energy that was making that connection. So it sounds like his personality from other readings. Okay, so as I connect with you, Laura, and Al, big Al, and what a career he had, just from being you said off track into hunter jumper, like wow, like what a horse, like what a magnificent animal you had, and what a magnificent human he had, because he's just showing me, he keeps reflecting back the partnership. I get tears as they say that, because he's saying like I couldn't have done this without you, like it was us, it wasn't just me. And I feel just like a big hole in your heart, just around the loss, because he mattered so much. It feels like past lifetimes with this animal, because or whatever spirit he's coming through, because he's such a strong connection with you. He feels so bonded with you. He was your soul horse, but you were his soul person too. I get a lot of tears with that, because he feels like he was very loved. He knew how loved he was. He was proud, and he was loved, and he felt like he had a purpose and meaning. And I think for any horse that has multiple careers, love to tell communicators who would go out and do things. I want to know more about this. But he was saying is that he wishes every horse could be so lucky that he was to have a person like you to take care of him. And he is. He absolutely with you daily. I get a sense of, I see you walking in a field like with like big, I'm seeing, like I keep hearing Wellington boots, but like high boots, walking in the pastures, and I feel like you hear him sometimes, and you feel like you get a sense of him in passing sometimes. He's always with you, but I feel like there's something else with this. And like I'm trying to listen, and then there's street work happening outside my house right now. I'm like, shh, I'm trying to hear our horse right now. I do feel like he left a big hole, that we just said, the hole in your heart. But he's also saying, there's always room to love more. And that there's another animal that you're wanting to welcome in. This is so funny, Deb, because like anytime I work with animals, they're like, and bring more animals, rescue more animals. So I feel like I'm the animals, all the animals that are waiting for home and waiting for love. But he's also saying, it's okay to open your heart again. And he takes some responsibility for that heartbreak. But he also knows that that he's with you, and he knows the bond. He's also showing me pictures of you together, with your faces, and I just see your face with him. I take a lot of selfies with my horses, which are very silly because they don't really usually fit in the frame. But I'm seeing this picture and you both look really proud and just like that you're glowing in each other's presence. And with that, he's so, so grateful for the life that he had with you, Laura. And he knows that, you know, that he knows that you're communicating all the time, but he's just grateful for this opportunity. He's glad that you showed up today, because he says that you needed it.
Oh, I
Kissing
was
photo.
just gonna say, yeah, I see that.
Yeah. He said he needed it a little extra today. And so that's why he's here. But he's just telling me you should be writing more. So I let you take that for what it's worth. But I feel him, like what a grand being he was. So I'm just gonna thank you for loving him, and thank you for being here with us, for us to be able to experience him. What a great horse you had. So I'm gonna leave you with that, Laura. Deb, anything else?
You know, there was just so much love that you brought forward for her. I could feel into all of that kiss, that dream. I also felt a dream, Laura, that you had, and it was like, you know, you're resting, you're laying down, and that kiss is like, come on, girl, get up, let's get up. I lost my cat this week too, so I think he knows it is a tough one. Yes, because it was that feeling of you just resting, laying down, and the horse is coming in to give you that boost. Like, come on, mama, let's go, let's get this out here. So much. He was amazing. Thank you so much for reaching him. He's reaching for you, babe, and we're just holding that link. All of us coming together in honor of spirit, and the animal spirits are just coming in. This is a beautiful way of the unfoldment that we're having to witness. Thank you, Karen, for being here and delivering this loving messages. My mom dreams of him, and I haven't experienced him in the realm. I definitely feel I have to acknowledge the dream. I definitely feel if this horse is coming in, I feel like there's just extra healing, extra love coming to this woman. Lots of support, upliftment, specifically around the abdomen area, a lot of healing energy coming. I also know too there's an awareness here with the spine and just the body itself. So I know spirit is just acknowledging this as well. And so please know that they're aware of your prayers, your conversation. You are just like Karen and I. You step into that world in such a gentle way. And I feel like that walk that you do, you're holding the leash and you're walking with your horse and you're going into that greenery, as Karen has said, as you gave that your horse the peace and the grace to ascend to heaven. There's gratitude because the decisions that had to be made were not easy. So please know that the horse has so much respect, so much love, and so much dignity that you gave this horse to pass with grace and ease. And so I leave you with the love. I thank you, Karen, for holding space, and thank you, everyone, for holding space for spirit. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to send the love, Rebel and Richard, so we can see where we're guided next.
I've got a dog.
That's what's up, Fulham. Yay! Thank you, my friend, for being here. Morning coffee cheers to you. Give some love to Fulham Spiritualist Church. That's what's up. Supporting some Karen and Debbie and Richard and SPTV. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, I know. Sparkles.
So yeah, I'm. So I don't know. Of course, we never know who's going to be here, but I am getting. Oh, Linda, it's great to see you. I am getting dogs right now, and so whenever I start to feel dogs, it feels like I've just stepped into a shelter or stepped into the pound. It just gets really loud all of a sudden, and they all want to make themselves known right away. And so, if you're hoping to connect with a dog in spirit, I just want you to be thinking of it right now, because I've got a whole shelter full right now that are trying to come through and trying to come in. And there is a lot. And so there's a lot of love. There's a lot of wagging right now. A lot of happy little faces that are just so happy that their animals or their people are here to connect with them again. And I am seeing something. I just keep seeing someone with spots. And it feels like a brown and white dog. I'm feeling like very brown ears, like kind of a spaniel, maybe, like brown ears and a white face with brown spots all over it. It feels like kind of curls, like kind of wavy, long hair on the ears. And he's very happy that I'm talking about him. And I'm just using him for right now. I don't know. And I see there's a little bit of like darker under the eyes, like maybe the eyes were a little bit watery. And I don't know if this is an age thing, because I'm seeing it just feels like kind of a wrinkled face. So I'm seeing a dog in his older time. But he keeps pointing out the eyes to me, which feel very significant. And so I just want to acknowledge that. And I would just want to wait with him for a second, because he's like, he's showing me like, I'm waiting at the door. I'm waiting. And so this dog is also telling me that he loves to go on walks. Because he's like showing me the leash in his mouth. Like he was just so much enthusiasm for being a part of his person's life. This is so funny. It's spirit, because it's spirit that makes Debbie so energetic.
So everyone always wonders, it's coffee. I promise it's coffee. But Reverend Nick Brown could understand this. Oh my word, that sounds like brick. Okay, so Nick, hold on there. The secret is cinnamon. I put a little cinnamon in my coffee and I bless it like the practical magic ladies. I bless it with love and goodness and sweetness, and I drink that into my body, and that is me blessing my soul when I drink my coffee. So good morning, y'all.
I love that.
So it's just a little vanilla. It's just a little canela, which we call canela, cafe canela, which is cinnamon, y'all. That is the ingredient. The herb is protective. It's also abundance. It's also releasing. So I'm going to drink it, y'all. I'm going to let all that energy flow into all this goodness of spirit. Okay, he was my friend's dog when I was a child. Let's go. I saw this dog. Right. I saw the darkness within his eyes.
Right?
Yes, I definitely did.
And the curls.
Cheyenne, I know we're people's girl. We would have some good times at coffee shops. So I feel like when I drink my coffee, I make a little prayer in there and I bless it and I drink it, and that's how I roll. Oh, see, Melinda girl. See, Richard, I am. We can't help it. We can't help it, Nick. Go ahead, Karen. Go ahead.
I have a friend whose dog's name is Cinnamon. And as we were talking about this, I'm like, oh, I hope Cinnamon's okay. But anyway, I want to come back.
Let's go back to Nick. Roll call.
Go back to Nick. So, Nick, we've got this dog who's the spotted, I'm going to say, I keep hearing spaniel, and Debbie knows I'm not great with dog breeds. I'm like, it's a brown dog, it's a big dog, it's a small dog, but this one keeps telling me spaniel, with the curly ears and the eyes and the little bit of a droopy face, and love the leash, and feels like this would have been just a great companion dog. Would have, like, a dog that if you were sitting around a living room, this dog might have thought he was a person. Just like that kind of a personality, just big personality, a lot of energy, a lot of love with this dog. I just want to make sure it's so funny. Was there anyone else that's hearing this dog, or are we pretty sure it's Nick's dog, Nick's friend's dog?
Is there anyone else that could understand this, Richard? Just Reverend Nick. Now, Reverend Nick, you know what was funny? What I was getting was the never-ending story. I love that movie, but I feel like this was a reference to Nick's personality. Like he's reading his books and he's journeying, and I feel like I'm running through that fire of light and just going and like, you're not gonna get me, and it's like, yeah, So I feel like this dog is acknowledging his personality just a bit. What is it? Science fiction here coming in. I feel like I've got the wizard hat on, and I'm just going as I talk about my magic prayers. I feel like this dog is also coming to you and acknowledging you, as you said, this was your childhood dog. So I know, like, I saw a couch. I love how they take me to the furniture, maybe because I need some, but like girl, go get some new furniture. So I feel like back in the days, remember, like in the 70s, they had those like big old dark flowers, like those brown flowers and those like yellow flowers, and it was like that suede kind of a couch. And I feel like this dog would just kind of like kick it, but I feel like there was a period of time where this dog did not move. So I know that there was a period of time where I was just kind of just stuck. Like it was heavy. It was like my body was just tired. It was like an ache and a pain. So I know this was bothersome to you, Nick. I know that you've made communication at some point with this dog, because he makes me feel like he's happy, he's go-lucky as the energy that you brought forward. And that is how he wants you to remember him. Not moving, not just stuck in that couch, but happy, like you said, wanting to go for the walk. And I felt like this was maybe you weren't old enough to go too far, or you weren't able to take him to these, further down the walks with the neighborhood because of other dogs or other things like that. But I feel like this dog just still loved you, gave you those hugs. He used to sit in the office over the road over my Nana's house in a suede couch. Perfect.
Yep,
Okay.
there
So
it is.
this is there it is. So it's like, whoops, there it is. So it's like the love coming in for you. And I feel like now that I see him, he's coming closer to you and just giving you kisses on the face, and he's just like so hyper, like, hey, right? And I feel like as I go into this, there's this t-shirt that you wear quite a bit, and I feel like it's an honor to the animals. So I have to acknowledge the t-shirt you have, whether this is a walk-in for animals or just like walking the humanitarian work that you do. I feel like this dog is acknowledging um, all the work that you have done all around the world. He's like your brother, like your friend, and he's just like, keep going, like raw. Like, I want to bring that fierce energy to you. Yes, he got very slow. His son was energetic and took over for him. Yes, God bless you. I'm so sorry. I'm going to let Karen see because I feel like she's got more. You want to fill
Yeah.
more into that because I feel like you're getting some stuff there.
Yeah. So what else I have with this dog is that like he's so grateful to be remembered. And it feels like that something about this dog knows that he was influential in your life. And he knows that like because you still remember him, that he helped you see something different in the world. And there's something about this dog's being that perhaps opened you up to understanding that, all souls are very connected. And, he wasn't just an animal, but he was a soul that you were seeing soul to soul. And he feels like he's taking responsibility for like, I helped you see that because you saw me as more than just my, your friend's dog, but
Right.
he's showing me like that you saw the bigger being of him. And that he's really proud of that part that he had in your life. And that he's just tickled that he's still in your memory.
Right.
And that he would be that he would have made such a difference because he's just showing me like such a little thing with that who made such a big difference. And I think that's so true for all of our animals and really truly all of us is that all of those small interactions can make such a big difference when they're just pure of heart and soul and love. And he's just he's really giving me an exclamation mark with that. Like I did that, I showed him that I was his teacher in that way.
I used to get in the basket with him. He won lots of medals, and I was left with them. Oh, wow. I literally see this dog chasing birds too. A friend and equal, yes, he did. So, wow. Like, I want to be chasing the birds. Like, I feel like your new dog is either chasing the birds. I saw a red one, and then all of a sudden I saw a blue one. So, I'm going to leave you with that passion and love of that bird and this animal spirit and that communicating and teaching others how to do this work. Because I feel like you're growing in this development, you're expanding it, and you're wanting to do the animals like, whoa, let's bring in that animal communication. I feel like you're doing it, and I feel like the animals are coming in to work with you. So be ready, Nick. You're going to be working with the birds and saying more of these. All these. It's like, what is the movie where they're talking to the animals? I feel like Dr.
Doolittle. It's always Dr. Doolittle.
Dr. Doolittle. So, like, what do you mean the animal's talking to me? Not only is the horse laughing, because all of a sudden the horse comes in and just kind of gives you that, like that. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I have to stop. You see what happens when you go into trance speaking? You just start speaking. You study it and they want to work through you. I'm not going to do it. I can't help it. So when I see him in the living room, the cocktails react. Yes, I feel like the birds are a big significance. I know November was a month that was definitely a month that's being brought forward to you. I feel like a happy birthday celebration. Like, keep going, friend. I'm sending you so much love from your spirit world, spirit animal world. I'm very proud of you, acknowledging family and just love to your mom as well. Spirit saying love to mom. So I know there's another person here that's stepping forward. Just I know that spirit is also stepping forward in a loving way for you. So I'm just going to leave you with spirit's love. I thank you because I know we're doing the animals. So much love to you, friend. God bless.
Yeah,
That was
Nick.
fun. I'm so glad you got to do that, Karen.
What a great friend. And so, I've got someone else already because it's interesting because we're getting such a variety of animals. Okay, absolutely.
I think we're taking a commercial break. Are we taking a commercial break? We'll go take a commercial break, but I tell you, I have a surprise. I have a surprise, y'all. So don't go nowhere. We'll see you in a couple seconds. Don't forget to share. Sarah Brown, girl, you're always looking as lovely. I love the hat. I love the blonde hair. You guys got style. Loving it. Don't go nowhere, y'all. See you soon.
The SPTV Divine Guidance Oracle Pack, a unique blend of inspiration and artistic beauty. Our captivating set of 78 cards combines the power of ancient archetypes, celestial guidance, and the essence of life itself to provide you with a unique tool for self-discovery, clarity, and transformation, all lovingly housed within an exclusive rigid box. The pack includes a booklet that delves into every card in detail, some of which carry dual meanings for deeper interpretation. The booklet also features 8 distinctive card spread layouts. Among these treasures, you'll discover 22 major arcana, 9 main archangels, 4 elements, and 40 life cards, each a work of art, radiating beauty and delivering profound messages that resonate deeply within your being. The SPTV Divine Guidance Pack, where beauty meets enlightenment. Pre-order today and unlock the extraordinary wisdom that awaits you. To be among the pioneers in experiencing our forthcoming collection and to reserve your pack in advance, as well as to access more details, including a sample audio description, kindly visit sptv.uk/cards. Nadija Bajami, a proficient strategic hypnotherapist, mind coach, grief educator, accomplished Reiki master, and gifted psychic medium, extends a warm invitation to join us on an exploration during a 4-week introductory mediumship course. As a special privilege, this extraordinary opportunity is being offered to our esteemed VIP members without any associated costs. Immerse yourself in the art of refining your innate talents and finding balance in communion with the realm of spirits. The course begins on Sunday, November 5th, at 7 p.m. via Zoom, and details will be placed in the VIP lounge. For more information on becoming a VIP, visit sptv.uk.
Join us at the Bognor Regis Spiritualist Centre for a captivating mediumship demonstration on Saturday, the 11th November, from 7:30 p.m. Experience an evening of connection with the spiritual realms, featuring the talents of Bill Hughes, David Hale, and Caroline Johnson. For more information and to book tickets, please visit bognorspiritualistcentre.co.uk.
Being Spiritual with Ashley Robinson. The show starts from 8 p.m. tonight. Ashley offers his own insight to spiritualism and the philosophy behind it, along with answering your questions. This Sunday from 11 a.m., Wimbledon Spiritualist Church hosts the Divine Service, with online and on-location readings.
Welcome back, y'all. It is such an amazing show. Thank you, Karen Pery, for holding space in honor of Spirit and the Fur Babies. I hope you all are enjoying the day with us. Thank you for taking time, wherever you are in the world, to just spend with us on SPTV UK. Thank you, Richard, for always opening up the platform in honor of Spirit and the community. Let's see a picture of Nick's dog. Thank you, Nick, for sending this a portrait in as we see the doggy in spirit. Go ahead, Richard. Let's share that. Oh, isn't that so cool?
The eyes and the curls.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting too, because there's a little bit of darker under the ears.
Mm-hmm. I love that. And I love how they were like, it's the never ending story dog. Like who doesn't
really
love
does.
that movie? Like I love that. I cried in that movie. I'm like, run, a trail, run. I love that movie. I'm like, I can't help
Never
it.
seen it. I've never seen it.
Oh, he's sitting there and he's
And I
reading.
should have. I mean, I know the cover of like the video, the DVD, from back in the day, but I've never seen it.
Oh, God bless you, Nick. Thank you for just being here with us. We appreciate you taking time and just working with us today. Hope you're well, Richard. I hope you're well. Also, Debbie, I wish I can get up to join. Thank you, Megan, for being here. So much love to you. And let's just open up again, Karen, in honor of Spirit. Go ahead, babe.
So before the break, I was starting to feel someone's bunny grab it, and I had a little gray bunny, and she feels like she's especially soft. But she was very friendly and like she's showing me just being held. So this may have been a bunny that either maybe was nursed back to health or something, but I keep seeing her in someone's hands. And I do, yeah, I'm just seeing a little gray bunny rabbit. Don't feel like she was here for that long. Doesn't feel like she had a whole lot, but she's just kind of popping up to share her love and to like, she knows she was missed. Trying to see.
Richard.
She does.
Go ahead, Fred.
Oh, so okay, so I wanted to come back to it. I'm just seeing a little. I'm trying to think. I'm like, and it's interesting because when I start connecting with animals, I also connect with my animals from my past, and so I'm like, okay, wait, am I seeing your animal? I'm seeing my animal here, because I also had a little gray bunny. And we called her. I think her name was Daisy. She didn't make it very long. We did not. We had a lot of animals when I was growing up, but we did not have bunnies for very long. My brother had a much better bunny than I did. But I'm just connecting with this, and so I'm seeing I'm just seeing her nibbling. Like she's very dainty. Like just get a lot of softness, a lot of femininity around this rabbit. Are we seeing anyone connecting with this rabbit? Not yet. Okay. I feel like there was someone who commented very early in our conversation about a rabbit. So I'm gonna.
I hear the name I hear the name Danielle or Danielle. So I don't know if there's someone can. I don't know if someone can understand the name. Oh yeah, you got Daisy. I got Danielle. Yeah. So the name Danielle is coming through. I would love my rabbit Fudge to come through. Oh, Serendipity had a rabbit. And would the rabbit be gray? Would it be white? I have rabbits, but not gray. Nicola, love. Thank you so much for being here, beautiful soul. I'm so glad you're here, babe.
It feels like it would have been maybe a gift, maybe like an Easter bunny. And so if the color's not quite right, I'm just getting more of the details because I'm getting like a lot of joy and surprise with this. No, he was not that. Okay, probably not your bunny then. With this little one, yeah, she does feel very connected with Easter. I keep seeing that Easter basket, jelly beans, the grass. She feels like she was almost like a toy. She feels very, very small. Just a handful of this bunny. See if there's anything else I can connect with this one. Is it okay if we just park this one and see if anyone else wants to come in? Okay.
Yeah. Let me add to it just a little bit, and then we'll go to the next one. Let me add to it and see if anybody could understand it. There's a little boy playing in the back, and I know that this little boy has a little pool, and I feel like, oh, brother, that's what I was seeing. Okay. Please stay here for a second, Cheyenne, because I did see a young boy playing. And I was outside by the pool, and I saw that it was something outdoors, like the Easter egg hunts. Like they would go out there, the little, we found him on a bonfire night and took him in. So Serendipity and Cheyenne both understand this. Continue to listen. So I know like the fence was brown. I know there's grass underneath, and I know that the yard was pretty big. And I get the sense it was just a time where family came together. I know that this bunny rabbit is in a woman's arms. So there's a woman in spirit that's stepping forward, that's saying, I have the bunny. I have this rabbit. And it's like this mother was like the mother of all the animals. I feel like she was like that like caretaker, that loving person. And I know that this young boy, either there's also a connection here of someone not being able to be in this young boy's life. There's a connection coming in, like wanting to say goodbye. And so there's this feeling that this rabbit is just bringing that closeness of that motherly love to the children of the brother and to the family. So I kind of want to go to Cheyenne with this with a bit. Cheyenne, would you understand this information that's coming in? My parents did briefly own a pool, and they had the Easter egg hunt. Okay, I do feel that I'm with you, Cheyenne. If you want to fill into this more, Karen, and see how now that you have a link of where it's going to, and we can see how Spirit wants to unfold this, because I feel like so much love. Like I'm just blasting you with love, lots of red, lots of white, lots of gold. Like I just want to blast you, girl, with like all this beautiful energy. As Spirit brings in that iridescent, it's like healing for the family. Like we got you. It's like this gentleman in Spirit's like. Just blast. It's like if I had lightning coming out of my hands, I'd be like, throwing you some lightning, girl. like, you know. Go ahead, Miss Karen, because I won't stop. Go ahead, baby.
So, I love it, Debbie. So it's, Cheyenne, I think you mentioned that there are a lot of animals, and I think the bunny was just the beginning of the placeholder, because I am seeing a lifetime of animals. And so it feels like the house was like, if there is fostering animals or rescuing animals, like there are always kind of animals in and out. And I just see a lot of joy around them. I see a lot of responsibility that people took, of like, we are going to, there we go, take care of a lot of animals.
Yeah.
But that caretaker, that responsibility of like being the guardians of these animals and seeing the need that was there. And that's why I'm getting a lot of animals. So like, if the bunny was the gateway, then I'm getting a whole lot of friends around it. But just, and they're, I love this, as we get towards the end of a session, I'm like, and they all want to come in at once.
Right.
And so we're getting this big group of the love that comes with them, but it's also that love that comes with respect of being taken care of, knowing that it feels like there were some sacrifices that had to be made sometimes to take care of these animals, but the animals were treated with such high regard that it was like, it's okay, we can do without this sometimes so that we can give this more to the animals. And there's just a real big spirit of giving that comes with that, and just generosity of spirit, generosity of space. Grandma too. Yeah, lots of animals around you, Cheyenne. Like, and so much love. Like, I love how animals just come through. It's like, you loved me and I love you.
Wow.
That's how they're always coming through.
Right.
And just so appreciative of being given the space, given the chance. I see that because there were so many animals around, that sometimes they disappeared. And it was like, okay, we did the best we could. And sometimes there were some difficult choices with healthcare with these animals, but it really showed you a lot of, at an early age, just the cycle of life, and being able to have a lot of reverence for each life as an individual, and really, oh gosh, what's the word that comes with that? But just a great appreciation for the blessings that you had in your life, but also to be able to share those with the animals that came through in your world. And just a lot of I feel like it feels like this is a group message here for Cheyenne's family, of like, because I'm getting like a lot of them, and like they're just seeing like big parts of life that were devoted to taking care of these animals.
Right. I love that for her. It's also too that they were taught how to take care of when there was illness. I currently have a female cat right now, Calico cat. So I felt like she was passed on how to take care of the animals. Like if there was an issue, as you talked about healthcare, you learned what to look for. If there was a splinter, if there was something that needed to be worked on, like you guys were the vets. You knew how to handle and to wrap up and to take care of. And so this nurse within you embody from your grandmother, your mother, like that love is a definite reminder. I could feel, as you said, all the animals coming in for her. A lot of support, a lot of love coming to you, Cheyenne. And the bird just comes by. So either there's a parakeet and those little, what do they call them? The little miniature birds where they're like the baby blue and the yellow. I just see a lot of these, and I feel like I'm in the back and I'm in this cage and there are feathers everywhere. So I know in my yard, I either had these, like I took care of them. I feel like your grandmother would come in. She's so cute with her little curled hair, and she would like, oh, my babies, what do you need today? So she was like the animal whisperer. She was someone who would wake up, put her big old sweater on, even in the cold, and she would drag her legs to get out there. Like I felt like she comes in a way to give just massive support and love to all the animals. Whether you had a farm, I feel like I'm coming into you, Karen, a bit. Like I also feel like I'm coming in with the farm. I feel like this woman is also someone that's like with you in spirit. And I feel like this is acknowledgement of your dad and the work that you do as well. And so, Cheyenne, much love to you with your parakeets. That's what I got. And your grandmother's just coming to you, support you, Karen, and your dad. And the hands of, the pain, the ache, they're showing me. This is an example of the love of what you do for your horses as you're brushing, as you're giving them the love and you're nourishing them, the work that you put into your muscles to comb their hair and the toughness to check into the eyes as your horse comes closer to you. And you have this memory where you're connecting from their third eye to your third eye of love, and you say, I love you. the love that you gave to your animals, the love that you give to your family, and the love that you give to Spirit. They are so proud of you. So the angels wrap their love around you with their wings. They're bringing that extra comfort to your heart and gratitude for the work that you do for Spirit World. So thank you for being a guest on SPTV.
Oh, thank you, Debbie.
Thank you, everyone, for holding space. I did say I had a surprise. And so with that, I have a little surprise here. Let me put my fancy glasses on because, you know, a girl over 40, I need my glasses according to my doctor. So I still say it's spirit eyes, and I won't say it's physical. So for those who are holding space, I'm going to share a little poem that I wrote that Jennifer Rose gave me the honor to hold space on a day that we read for the animals. So this is a reminder that Spirit is with us. Even our animals are with us. And I hope you enjoy the little poem. Let's play. Singing flowers, dancing trees, gems glistening, rainbow waterfalls, sun shining, celebration. We are free. Into the animal kingdom we go. Let's play. Beautiful creatures, flying, walking, swimming, or crawling. We are free. Greeted with love, crossing the rainbow bridge. Into the heavens we go. Do not weep, for we are at your feet. Do not weep, for we are free. Do not weep, for we are now free and we're always at your feet. Into the animal kingdom we go. Let's play. So I leave you with the love of your spirit animal, and I thank you all for holding space. Karen Pery, thank you for being a guest. Where can people find you, and what are you doing next?
So thank you so much, Debbie. And thank you so much, Richard, and this wonderful community who's been here. I wish I could have connected with all of your animals, and I'm sure they were all here because I just felt like all that warmth and fuzziness around me. So right now, people can find me Instagram, Hello Karen Pery. I'm also Instagram at Wrong Turn Ranch Los Angeles. That's our ranch that we are rescuing, rehabbing, rehoming incredible horses, and where I'm doing work with them to help them communicate with their people, and whatever they need, I'm there for them. So Wrong Turn Ranch Los Angeles, it's wrongturnranch.com or karenpery.com. And I know, Debbie, we're going to be doing something at that ranch soon.
I know, girl. You're my neighbor. I'm ready. You just let me know, and I'll call the crew, and we'll hook it up. So Jennifer Rose, if you're listening, get ready, girl. We're going to Somas. Oh, Miss Tammy, girl. Thank you for being in the house. All of you have a beautiful week and Friday. Happy super full moon. Plant those seeds. Step into those new beginnings. And don't forget to come back at 12, which is Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. UK time, so you can watch at 45 minutes if we want to be specific. 45 minutes, y'all. We're going to watch Ashley Robinson next, so don't go nowhere. Much love. We'll see you next Friday as I flow with Jordan Richards here again on SPTV. Take care of you. Thank you, Richard.